First thing that they hear as the stream starts was, let's go. I'm Zyos. Up there it is.
I am Serpent. I will be the game master for this adventure. And playing in our party is...
Zyos as Kara.
Pythia. As Little
Rixty is Henrietta.
Celestia as Elowen. I almost did it the wrong way.
Shadow is Baxter Bones.
All right. We are playing Carnival of Tears, and things have been building. As the Carnival of Namdrin Quinn has come to the town of Falcon's Hollow, entertaining everyone with its rides and amusements and sideshows. Things have been getting colder. Little Paw especially has been very aware of things getting colder. And now, 2 hours before the fireworks special is supposed to begin, the Minotaur burst out of his cage and, for reasons still unknown, tore into the maze of mirrors and started slaughtering people. The 5 of you were forced to put the Minotaur down, and when you did so, you were greeted by a most unusual messenger, a fox, with a note stuck in its collar, telling you to come to a grove outside of town to meet. And that was where we left off last time, with the 5 of you in the ice maze. It is currently 7 p.m. The fireworks start at 9. Also at 9, after the fireworks, the ice carving competition begins.
Are we sure they're even going to still do one after the murders?
It's a very good question.
That's where you need to realize, were there murders?
Did the murders ever really happen? if nobody talks about them. I mean, you
If
could
a
tell
murder
people about
happens-
them, but you have also just been summoned to a mysterious meeting by a mysterious person.
If a murder happens in the woods with no one around to hear it, did it really happen?
Yeah, that's a good question.
A tree falls in the forest with no one around to hear it. What day is it?
Baxter would probably look to the group and say, I do think we should speak to this mysterious person.
Yes. To refresh your memory, the message read in the common tongue, "Hail, champions! A bleak and bitter frost has fallen across the forest, and I fear it has reached even into the hearts of my people. Aided by agents of an ancient evil, they are about to visit such destruction upon the people of your community as has only been seen in nightmares. If you would aid me in combating these villains, please come swiftly to the grove beyond the west entrance of the carnival. Do not be startled by my appearance. Sintira." None of you immediately know who Sintira is. Actually, Celestia, you can give me a nature check.
Oh, it didn't put it in the right place. You said nature? Sorry, it's running slow.
Yes, a nature check. It kind of snags at the back of your mind, but you can't place the name.
Okay. Guys, that sounds somewhat familiar. I feel like they're important.
This is where I wish we had that I know a guy rule on the table.
Choose to use your phone a friend lifeline.
Hey, Verona, do you remember your studies?
Sadly,
Slip
Kara's
the
not
DM a
trained in
20,
nature.
say, but don't you remember we went to school together? I'm sorry, what was that?
Sadly, Kara can't help out with that at all.
No. Celestia was the only one who even had a chance.
Ah,
Little Paw, believe I mentioned this last session, but just to reiterate, when the name Sintira is read from the note, you get a sense of desperation and also the possibility of help.
Okay. She nips Elowen and is like, we should go to them.
Little Paw has spoken.
Are you going straight away? Are you going to do anything first?
Elowen will just go.
I mean, I've got nothing to do here, really.
You make your way out of the... is everybody else going? Little Paw's obviously going with Elowen. Baxter Bones, Kara, are you going?
I'll go.
Yeah, I'm going.
All right. Baxter Bones, I believe last session you set your investigation to figure out what the heck was going on with the Minotaur, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You can see he was fine 1 minute, or pretending to be fine, and then the next he's a murderous bastard.
Yeah, that is suspicious, and so Baxter wants to figure out what happened.
Go over to the carnival map here. And you are going out of the western entrance of the Ice Mage. Up there. And you travel a fair distance away before you see, in the twilight of the evening, a little grove of trees. Nice and hidden by a convenient hill from the carnival itself. And as you enter the grove, from the western side of it, so the far side of it from where you entered, you see suddenly a flash of yellow light that then begins to glow in the darkness of the grove, slowly increasing its radiance. What do you do?
Hmm.
I kick my mount on the side of her neck and be like, "Giddy up, pussy."
I'm not a horse.
But we should investigate.
I will roll investigation on the light, if that's all right with you.
Investigation will require like a detailed search of the light or a detailed examination. You can roll a perception check if you want to try to spot something.
Oh, yeah, then, yeah, let's do that. Let's do perception.
That sounds like a good idea.
And then, would this be...
Would this be?
Sorry,
This would be part of your investigation because the
okay, so
note did
pursue... Yeah,
specifically say. Yeah,
yeah.
the note did specifically say that this was tied into the evil that's coming.
Okay, yeah. Ooh. Oh, well, that's a big number.
That is a big number. All right. Baxter, as you peer with your canine eyes, not necessarily sharper than a human's, but definitely on a slightly different color spectrum, you realize that there is a figure in the light, a humanoid figure. And as you peer closer, you recognize the shape of a feminine figure, almost entirely obscured by the brightness. And
Hello,
about the time-
Mom. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Baxter, seeing the figure, would simply walk up, give a nice little bow, and say, "Hello, Mom. Baxter Bones. A pleasure to meet you."
You hear a giggle like a babbling brook, just like a bubbly sort of sound. The light dims just slightly, and all of you can now see the feminine figure there. The light is still bright enough that the fine details are obscured, but what you do see is absolute beauty. Not necessarily romantic beauty, the beauty of the wild, of a river rushing swiftly through a wood. And all of you need to give me a will save.
That's a dryad.
No, it's a
Well.
nymph.
Yeah.
Dryads don't have fascination.
They actually do now in
Ah,
Pathfinder 2e.
They shouldn't, but okay.
I thought they did.
Well,
Does
Baxter.
Little Paul get advantage?
Or is Focus Beauty just a... No, Little Paul would not at this point.
Oh.
The DC is 23.
Oh.
Why did I bother rolling?
Because you could always roll a 20.
No, I couldn't. I never roll a 20.
So, Kara, you're close, but no one else is. Everybody is stunned 1. And will be stunned 1 as long as you are within 30 feet of this unearthly beauty. And the reason you are stunned is because you are staring. And it doesn't matter whether or not you're attracted to her or not. This is a supernatural effect. You find her stunningly beautiful. How your character chooses to interpret that beauty is entirely up to you.
Holding garlic bread, isn't she?
Absolutely holding garlic bread.
Oh no, she's too beautiful. She can't exist in this world. I must kill her.
No. Let me show you her.
I'd rather you didn't, because then I'm going to be staring again.
It's okay.
Fair-
They gave her clothes in the Pathfinder 2e picture,
Oh,
Like
good.
what?
It's not like the 3.5 version.
as opposed to the 3.5 monster manual. That should have gone to everybody. Yeah. As I said, some of her features are washed out by the glow coming from her. What stunned one means is that you lose one of your actions each turn. So as long as you're within 30 feet, you only have 2 actions instead of 3. Not going to matter unless you get into combat.
Someone's going to have to tell me to stop, because I'm going to get into combat.
You can't move. You're stunned.
No, they could move.
Stun doesn't have anything about moving.
Yeah, it's just stunned 1. That just means that Hen only gets 2 actions around instead of 3.
And don't you remember we were told to be careful? Remember not to be shocked by their appearance?
Her eyes are a deep liquid brown that seem to draw in the light. And in fact, it draws in the light to such a degree that you can see the perfectly shaped features of her face. The long, slender, pointed ears, the soft, verdant green skin, and her voice like a river as she says, "Please do not fear. I am not here to harm you. I am Sintira, Fey Queen of Dark Moon Vale. And I need your help." Was that Hen?
That was me drawing my sword.
Oh my gosh.
Well then.
Baxter is gonna walk over to Hen and simply put a hand on Hen's hand while they're trying to draw their sword, kind of like to stop them, and simply say, "Go try diplomacy before we try cutting people alive."
Diplomacy is the name of my sword.
She fixes you, Hen, with somewhat sad eyes, and she says, "The few servants I have remaining told me that you were a kind soul who had helped many people in danger and argued for the preservation of Darkmoon Wood."
Little Paul's gonna pipe up and go, lady, what have you been smoking? Have you met our goblin friend?
No, I did do that.
I would be very disappointed if that wonderful telling of you were mistaken.
Well, see, that telling of me was when someone wasn't messing with my mind. I can feel that you are.
Messing with your mind? Oh, dear Goblin. The only thing that is messing with your mind is your own sense of beauty.
Oh, Hen.
You do have pointy ears and green skin, so I guess that does count. But still.
You attracted to him, right?
Hmm?
Oh, Hen.
Everyone is, darling. But no, that is not... I did not come here to exchange pleasantries, pleasant as the pleasantries might be. To say pleasantly. I am here because a threat faces my people and yours. And the elders help me. I fear that I am somewhat responsible for this threat. You see, my people have lived in Darkmoon Wood since before any mortals came to this land. But now our
our home grows smaller and smaller. Dryads have perished as their trees were destroyed. As the natural beauty is turned into clear-cut stumps, my people, who have a connection to the land, fade. I sent emissaries to Falcon's Hollow to discuss things with a lumber consortium. They did not understand our intentions, or perhaps they did not care about our intentions. They responded to our demands for a compromise with force. They tore into the forest, cutting down any tree that wasn't of their precious duskwood, slaughtering grigs and pixies, befouling the land, the river. For a time, after a long battle, we were able to reach a ceasefire of sorts. But they continued to violate it. And it seemed that unless I was willing to kill them all, there would be no salvation for my people. I fell into despair, into rage. Surely you can understand that. And at that darkest moment, a cold wind blew into the grove. And upon the wind was a rider on a dead stag, sheathed in frozen blades, with a voice like cold steel and ice. And he promised me revenge. And in my state, I accepted, without considering what that meant. The rider took my people, my brave defenders and guardians, and changed them, froze their hearts until their flesh became like ice, and they forgot the land, forgot the beauty, forgot the trees and the dryads and the rivers and the naiads. They knew only that they wanted to kill the mortals. That was well, that has now come to fruition. For the Cold Rider has brought his army here to slaughter every last man, woman, and child, and everyone else, and perhaps even the animals, in Falcon's Hollow. I had thought that we might be able to find a champion, but the only one who might be able to stand against them is chained by bands of twisted love, stronger than cold iron. He will be of no help. You must believe me, this is not what I wanted for either of our peoples. I wanted to return to the wild woods, the verdant forest. I did not want the slow freezing death of barrenness. You can understand, can't you?
Of course we can.
I can understand, but also, you did essentially, for lack of better terms, make a deal with the devil, and then when you when you didn't like the outcome, you tried to get others to fix it. Now, I'm not saying I'm not gonna help. And I am glad to see that you took accountability for the fact that you are partial for this. But if we are to help you, then there might be then perhaps you can help us. A mutual exchange. After all, this is partially your fault. The deaths that could have been avoided.
There's no
Yes.
partially about it.
Surely some of the blame, at least, rests with the mortals? Rests with the Lumber Consortium?
You are meant to be better than them, not the same.
Do not tell the Fae what they are meant to be. We are beyond the concerns of mortals.
Then why lower yourself?
To avoid the extermination of my people. I was forced into this.
But
Yes, making a deal with the Cold Rider, who is worse than any devil. It comes from someone worse than any devil. That was foolish. That was very foolish. But it was foolishness born of a desire to end a threat.
Then by that logic, ma'am, wouldn't that mean that you are no better than the Kobold King?
You must understand that from my perspective, I never had any problem with the kobolds. Until recently, when some darker feelings started coming out of that ruin. The ruin that you have claimed now. Oh yes, I'm aware that you have a home outside my forest. But the hunting parties of the kobolds did not destroy the trees. They hunted animals, but no more than they needed. They were better. From my perspective. I come to you apologetically because I made a mistake. But I did not come to be humiliated. I am Queen of the Dark Moon Vale. And I assure you, my wrath can be terrible.
Then fix your
But
problem.
I do not wish wrath. I am left with precious few servants, and no warriors of great power. The Cold Rider has taken all the rest. I can tell you everything I know about him, and why he is here, and what his plans are. I can protect you against his magics. And in return, you will stop him. And you will not stop him for me. You will stop him because if you don't, he will slaughter everyone in Falcon's Hollow. And it will begin tonight.
See, I really would have liked to trust you. I really would have. But nothing you said has made me want to.
If she's right, we cannot risk those people's lives.
No, that's true. We are doing it for them, not for this one.
I feel like
Nevertheless,
this is just cursed.
Honestly, we should have left already.
If we had left, then they wouldn't have had our help when they needed it. Maybe we're here for a reason.
I was about to say, do you believe in fate or anything? But then I realized you have a god, so no point in starting that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
some of my Greeks said that they put on a concert for you once. some time back when you first arrived. They
Yeah, it
liked
was.
I remember those things. Curious little creatures.
playful creatures, creatures of music and dance, creatures that should never be burdened with seriousness. They liked you. I have not sent any of my people to harm you, even as you rebuild your ruins. Surely that is the basis, at least, for the beginnings of trust.
Absence of aggression does not lead to a basis of trust.
Especially not when your first visual meeting with us has come with enchantment.
Understand that I had no reason to trust mortals. You have abused my people horribly. But I sent what few servants I have, invisible, to see what the Cold Rider had planned in the carnival, and in the process they saw each one of you do things that marked you as perhaps better than the Lumber Consortium mortals. I am willing to give you a chance to show me you are better. Will you not give me the same chance?
Okay. We will. I am of the idea that we will stop this cold rider. But know this. We are not doing this to stop the lumber mill from doing their duties. We are not going to sacrifice one person's lifestyle for the lifestyle of another when
We
compromise is always an option. And you said you tried, but I have heard
She
nothing.
interrupts you.
Yeah.
Her hair begins to spread out slightly, and she says in a voice that is suddenly deeper and echoing, "We were here first!"
But it does not matter now. It does not matter now.
She visibly regains control over herself.
It doesn't matter because I cannot be queen of a vale that is barren ice. And you
Little Paw,
cannot be the heroes of a town that is dead.
Little Paw's gonna pipe up in that sort of like doubled up melodic voice and go, "No, you weren't."
She looks at you, Little Paw, as if noticing you for the first time. And she just kind of keeps looking at you.
Aren't you a curious one? Perhaps we will have words with you after this is over.
Hen's just going to sheath her blade, turn away, and say, "You deal with it, I'm done," and walk off.
There will be
Okay, little paw.
consequences, not from me, if you do not let me help you. There are powerful magics at work in the carnival. I can protect you from them.
That's up for them to decide.
So be it.
I say we help, but we help for the people, not for you.
That is all I would ask.
Yeah, we can't risk the people.
The Cold Rider is powerful, but remains hidden. He does not wish to be seen as the puppet master, just as his mistress does not wish to be known. He comes from the far north, from a cruel land of ice and snow. Where the witch queens of that land have twisted many fae into horrible things. He will not show himself easily, but if his plans are disrupted, he can be drawn out. He has an artifact a frozen relic in the shape of a flower. And it will ensure that everyone who goes to the carnival will laugh and see only the festivities that he wishes them to see, even as he begins to slaughter them. I have prepared charms that will protect you from this relic. And she takes 5 vials, and then she pauses and puts one back. And each vial is wrapped in strands of fiber, natural fiber, woven into rope. Wear this around your neck. They are my tears wept for my people. So long as it is in your possession, the eye of rapture shall not affect you.
Baxter would look at her and, without taking a vial, would say, "Aren't you forgetting one?"
I can only give my inspiration to those who are here. Oh, it actually would be 5, because Verona. I keep forgetting Verona. Never
Yeah.
mind. She takes out
He's
6,
here.
and then she puts 1 back.
Yeah, no, I was like, did you forget Verona?
I did forget Verona. I'm sorry. Minions don't count. No, minions absolutely count.
I was about to say, 5. I was thinking, it took me a second because I was like, Henrietta left, but we have a party of 6.
Yep, we do. We do have a party of 6. Sorry, she gives out 5 vials. This is my inspiration. It will only be effective so long as you are in my good graces. I can guarantee that as long as you strive to fight the Cold Rider, that will be the case. Afterwards, that will be up to you.
And what if I manage to change the mind of our goblin friend? Would she be able to obtain a charm?
I cannot stay very long. When the Cold Rider's attack begins, he must not sense me here. If you are to convince the goblin to accept my offer, it must be very quickly.
Baxter would look to Kara and say, Kara, you are probably the fastest of the bunch. Could you go try to run ahead and bring Henrietta back to us?
Sure, I just have to say, it's a little
Go ahead.
strange that she seems to think that she can take us down and all that. Big deal, queen. She can't deal with the person she's sending us to go after. I'm just saying, you shouldn't threaten people that are going to be killing the person that you killed, and thinking that you're stronger than the person they're going to kill.
Do you think I could lift a hand against my people?
Any good monarch could.
Against my sister? Oh yes, she is down there. She was so brave. Volunteered to defend the Dark Moon Vale. Said that she would be my right hand, my strong sword arm. And what he did to her. What he turned her into. No, I cannot do this.
Oh, your mic went out.
Mortals have certain flexibilities that we do not.
Baxter would take one of the little bottles and what roll would that be to like check to kind of like get a feel for what kind of like magic it is? Would that be Arcana?
It would be nature, because this is
Oh,
Fey magic.
okay. Nature. Got it. Mm. And then would pursue a
You
lead
take-
work for this?
So, first of all, pursue a lead would not work because this is about her magic, not about you solving the mystery.
Okay.
First of all, the moment you take the vial, you feel something come over you. You have been given inspiration by a naiad queen. So long as you remain in her good graces, and so long as you keep this vial on your person, you will gain a +1 status bonus to all crafting checks, all performance checks, and all will saves. And I've already put that on your character. It will be automatically calculated into your skill checks. Because again, she is beauty. And whether you like her as a person or not, her beauty is inspiring.
All right.
You're okay with us killing your sister, though.
It is not what I would prefer. But if it must be done, it must be done. You need only disrupt the Cold Rider's plans in order for him to appear. There is one in the Carnival who could stop the Cold Rider. But I fear he is beyond the touch of inspiration at the moment. An Ayuvaran of steel and shadow. You see, once he was an adventurer, the leader of this carnival, with his wife, their Minotaur companion, and several others. And one day, his wife was taken, not by my people, but by the Fae of Cold and Ice. And worse than that, she was not killed. Rather, her soul was imprisoned in a shard of witch ice. A horrific, twisted magic from the far north.
So, can you give us a bottle for them too, then?
He is serving the Cold Rider in order to free his love, but he has been betrayed and he does not realize it. The ice will feed on her soul until it is destroyed. The only reason she has lasted this long is because the Cold Rider was not yet ready for combat. But once the chaos starts, she will grow weaker and weaker until her soul is destroyed forever.
Elowen, that is directly against what your god wants. Destroying
Yeah.
a soul is high blasphemy.
So she would never be able to make it to the next life then, right?
No. Her soul would be utterly consumed. There would be nothing left. No quintessence to return to the cycle. Quintessence, it is a strange thing. We, Fae, do not have souls as such. But then, we are from the first world. The crystal feeds on his love's soul. If you were to somehow liberate her, then the Cold Rider's hold over Namdrin Quinn would be broken. The crystal need only be destroyed with a solid blow. That would free her soul. But she does not have long. The rider, you must be wary, not only of the stag's antlers, but of his. They move with a life of their own, attacking with a malevolent will. His glaive freezes blood in the veins. As long as ice is near, his wounds will knit and seal. So he cannot be easily slain, but fire and the shattering force of sound can harm him. His armor is thick, but it can be sundered by magic if you know the proper spell. You will not have any help from the townspeople. The Eye of Rapture will ensure that they only see a happy carnival. They will gleefully go to their deaths, only realizing the truth as they die. That is what I know. That is what I can give you.
And she hands out the vials to the rest of you. Does everyone take one of the vials?
Yes.
Yes. And Kara tries to get a second one for him.
Yep.
It is not just a magical item. It is my inspiration. It must be personally given. I cannot give it in advance to someone who does not.
Realize how that's going to complicate things.
Like I said, Kara, could you go get Henrietta?
Yes, yes. He'll take off sprinting.
I'm going to speak
She
up from
is-
40 feet away. You don't need to go anywhere.
Oh, so Henrietta didn't actually go. She just sort of like moved
She
somewhere.
backed away so that she wasn't within 30 feet.
I
Oh.
was so afraid to see beauty, to be in love. Does that frighten you so much?
When it's not a beauty I'm seeking, yes.
Then I pity you, because I, of all people, know that the natural world has beauty beyond our wildest imaginings. And to run from it is no way to live. That is why I do this. That is why I make a deal with mortals. That is why I give mortals my favor. Because I love this land so much. I am part of it. It is part of me. We wither or we flourish together. And I would not see it destroyed by the ices of the north. Now, if you will take my inspiration, come here and I will grant it to you.
Hen is going to walk over, but with her eyes closed.
That is acceptable.
Eloin walks
Um,
closer.
Roll me a survival check to sense direction to see how well you do this blind.
Survivre.
If you fail, I'm just gonna say it's because you tripped over Kara's tail.
I'll go with that. It is not a fail, though. It is actually quite
Aw.
nimble. You feel the vial placed in your hand, and you feel the memory of her beauty uplift you. It's the kind of beauty that makes you want to create things, to make art. The kind of beauty that makes you feel like you can stand up to anything. The kind of beauty that makes you feel like you could recite a sonnet or a goblin chant.
I do not, however.
That is up to you. You do have, however, the +1 status bonus to all crafting checks, performance checks, and will saves, so long as you remain in Centira's good graces.
And thinking of all the ways she can carve someone up.
It's such beautiful art.
Honestly, given how Fey morality is, she might appreciate that.
It's very Slanesh of me.
Yeah, Fey morality is kind of at an angle to mortal morality. They simply don't care about the same things that humans do. They don't have the same kind of empathy. All right. And with that, she says,
I must go. Before any of his scouts manage to find me. If he knows that the 7 of you are opposed to him, things will become harder. So act swiftly.
Wait, 7.
Corona.
That's 6.
No, that's still 6. Gosh darn it. I can't number. Math can't math.
You can do math.
1, 2, 5, sir. 3, 5, 3, sir. 3. Okay, it's 6 of you. Right. Yes. Ugh.
I see. One of our backup characters is already with us. They're just hiding.
Anyway,
You can't see them because they're over there inside a tank.
with that, the light fades, and as the light fades, she is also gone.
Elowen waves a little bit. She's like, bye.
They're weird.
All right, you are, let's see, that took about half an hour, we'll say. Between traveling here and out, we'll say it's an hour before the fireworks. Things are starting to get quite cold. The sun is down. The lights of the carnival are twinkling as they're turned on. And the first flakes of snow begin to fall. Snow in the month of Erastus, unheard of in this region.
I guess someone in the carnival is casting snow or something.
Littlepaw, you have had your enemy named, the Cold Rider. You now know what is causing the cold.
Okay. What does that do for me?
Nothing mechanically, except that rather than just fear that it's getting colder, you now know who's responsible for it.
Okay.
And what is inside you is still afraid of it, but also kind of wants to kill it really bad.
Yeah.
Whether or not the fear or the desire for revenge wins, don't know. We'll figure that out if they take control. But as long as you're in control, you get to decide what you want to do with those feelings. Okay.
She's gonna be like you know how there's the angel and demon on her shoulder. She's like the demon on the Elowen's shoulder and being like, "We have to kill the one, the horseman."
Ellen's like, what's that?
The Cold Rider. We have to kill them. Make them dead stabbed and fired.
Okay.
Guys, do you hear a voice?
Uh-huh. Just be careful of the words and phrases.
I don't know. I'm hearing something. It's really weird.
Oh, Little Paul's gonna get a look in her eyes that is like very not like Little Paul. It's like calculating, and she's going to smile and then address Kara. We have to kill them. They said they were going to kill you. Isn't that a challenge against your god?
I realize, though, there's no backing away from that. It turns out that she was lying to us.
Just tiny little ferret giggle. Which is really unnerving, by the way.
Elowen, what do you think was in that booze?
I have no
Amazing.
idea. Does it worry you?
I'm just wondering if they drugged our little ferrety friend.
Are you still in the grove as you're talking about this?
I assume we're walking our way there.
Okay. When you get to the top of the hill, everybody give me a perception check.
Oh, come on now. You know we're all going to fail that.
Before I
Don't
do the
say that before we roll. wait,
before I do the
sorry, guys.
perception check, I was waiting for the monologue to end so that I could do the nature check to kind of figure out the magics of the thingy. So I would be doing that while we're walking.
Right, yes. Give me a nature check first, then, Baxter. 15. Okay. You don't know precisely what's going on here. You do know that nymph queens, and in Pathfinder 2nd edition, nymph is a catch-all term for all of the like nobler fae creatures. And nymph queens can inspire people, basically become their muse. This is especially sought after by certain bards. A bard under the muse of a nymph queen creates amazing works of art. But anybody can be inspired by one if she chooses to inspire you. There are tales about, romances with nymph queens that generally go horribly wrong. You're not sure what the effect that's protecting you from the Eye of Rapture is. That's beyond your role. But you do know that a nymph queen can give someone a token of their affection. And that as long as they remain in that nymph queen's good graces and the nymph queen is acting as their muse, they are inspired by that nymph queen supernaturally. Let's see. What do we got for? And what was that survival check for?
That was the walking over when I had my eyes closed. I haven't
right.
since.
That was a while ago.
Sorry, I scrolled too far. Little Paul's perception's good. Kara's perception's good.
That's my second nat one.
You're too busy looking at the vial.
Yeah. 2 nat ones. That's
Yeah.
hey. At least there's no critical failures on skill checks.
This is true. And in fact, if it had not been a nat 1, that would have still been a success because the DC was 10. But because it was a nat 1, you just outright failed. You do not critically fail, but you
Yeah.
fail. Which means you're too busy looking at the vial to notice this. But everybody else notices as you crest the hill, the carnival looks very different now. There's a layer of snow over everything. The maze of mirrors is now truly a maze of ice. The lake is completely frozen over. Snow is falling faster. Over the sounds of laughter and delight, you hear short screams that are then cut off quickly. And strange golden orbs of light are floating slowly above the carnival, kind of like paper lanterns, but they're not paper lanterns. They are just orbs of light. Little Paw, you are particularly sharp-eyed, and you are noticing a number of things. You are noticing that what had been the Titan's wheel, that giant papier-mâché sculpture of a giant figure that was a game of strength that Kara had played earlier, is no longer has the papier-mâché. It is just a naked metal structure with sharp edges and just horrifying things. You notice that suddenly there are a lot of trees around the ale tent. You're not sure why.
Yeah, I am.
Those trees were not there before.
Clearly, they're the dryads.
And as you get closer, Little Paw, because of your role, you will notice before anybody notices you that the ticket booths are no longer manned by carnival workers. They now appear to be manned by a number of short things that are about the size of a brownie, except are covered with ice, have spiky icicle beards and wild icicle hair, and horrifying claws on the end of their arms. And you manage to notice them before they can notice you. And they are there's groups of them positioned at each of the ticket booths.
Okay, I'll pass that on to the group. There's lots of creepy, spirity peoples at all of the booths.
Well, I would I be able to do like a nature check or like a occult check to figure out like what these brownie like species are based on
That would be a nature check.
nature? Okay, yeah, because all this
Yes.
is yeah,
These are all Fae, yeah.
and then presumably would work because this is involving the frosty thingies.
This is identifying the exact kind of creature. It is not anything to do with the mystery of why this is happening.
Okay,
Yeah.
then boop.
Right. However, that is sufficient. These are dark ice brownies. which, as the name suggests, are brownies that have been corrupted with the dark ice of Irizen to the north.
Irizen.
And you have a name now, Irizen,
Yep.
ruled by the Witch Queen.
Yeah, Irizen. Would that I'm assuming is also another nature check to figure out more information on that?
That is not a nature check. That is a society check because that is a political group.
Oh, it's a
But
political.
what you know about the dark ice brownies is you know that as long as they're touching ice or snow, they heal. Not instantly, but they slowly heal. And that they are tricksters by nature. They like to disorient and confuse people. And also, if they manage to touch you in just the right way, you will begin to freeze. If they manage to sink their icy claws into you. You also know that they can do the equivalent of a translocate spell, which is like Dimension Door. You know, you poof to somewhere that you can see.
Yeah.
You know that, like all brownies, they can innately cast the Mending spell, which is why the elves and the Shoemaker can happen. You know that they can make sounds appear out of nothing. They can do minor tricks with light and prestidigitation, stuff like that. Standard fairy stuff.
All right. I relay all this information to our friends, and then I try to remember. I try to think where I would have recognized, and how much information I can pull off from my brain about the Irizen people.
Yeah. Just got Zyos' message there. Kara, it's at this point Zyos is sad. They aren't a bard for all the pun-based songs they can make reference to right now. You should be sad you're not a bard, because when a bard gets inspired by a nymph queen, crazy bonuses to the bard. 23. Yeah, you know a lot about Irizen. Irizen is studied by certain branches of scholars in your homeland of Ustalov because of their dominance by witchcraft. They are pretty much the enemies of every nation around them. They are a totalitarian society. The Witch Queen rules everything. She has absolute power. She has tremendous magical ability. She and her sisters and cousins and everything like that are known as Jadwiga, which is a particular kind of ice witch. Oh yeah, and I should probably mention that while the Witch Queen is entirely in charge for now, that's only while Baba Yaga is away. The Witch Queen is the daughter of Baba Yaga, and as long as Baba Yaga is away, the Witch Queen rules. Every century, Baba Yaga comes back and changes the Witch Queen.
Do we know when Baba Yaga is coming back next, and is it soon?
Yes, because this is a thing that people keep track of. Because, dear God, bad things happen when Baba Yaga comes back.
Okay,
and it is not for about, I think, 5 more years.
Okay, Baxter would not have a panic attack.
Yeah.
Does would Pharasma have any opinions on any of this?
This is all mortal stuff.
Okay, so she doesn't really care.
Yeah. On the other hand, the fact that the Jadwiga and the Witch Queen use things like witch ice to trap people's souls, that's not cool.
Right. That's a problem for sure.
That's a problem. Like the totalitarian society, Pharasma's not for it. But it's not really in her wheelhouse.
So we're not going to be like best friends, but I'm not going to hate them.
Well, you're probably going to hate them for trapping souls.
Besides that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I relay the information about the people and all that to the group, including the part of Baba Yaga and resting people and letting people know, don't worry, Baba Yaga's not coming back. We don't have to worry about that yet.
Feel free to have your characters know any folk tales of Baba Yaga that you actually know. With the caveat that they're not necessarily true. They're just stories that people tell about her.
The only Baba Yaga folktale I know is that Baba Yaga killed a man with a pencil.
Never mind.
What did you say, Hen?
I was going to make a joke about Baba Yaga killing someone with a quill, but the joke's already been made before I could actually get it out.
Sorry.
Yeah, me and Hen had the exact same idea.
Who's this Baba Yaga you're talking about? You have no stroke?
He's a man, and he wants to kill everybody because someone killed his dog.
Oh. Okay, that seems a little extreme.
I mean, it was a very nice dog. It was from his dead wife.
But it's a dog.
Hey,
hey, wait, don't say that like that. Hold on.
Hey, don't say it like that. It's just a dog. I'll let you know damn well that I am not just a dog, and no other dog is just a dog. Dogs are man's best friend, after all. We are the companions to man, so we are not just a dog. Thank you very much. And Baxter kind of just like crosses his arms and pouts away, insulted.
Slowly, quiet, inspirational
That's okay,
orchestral
Baxter.
music
You're
starts
not a
playing in the
dog, you're a
background.
hound. There's a difference, isn't there?
There is no difference. A hound is a subsect of dog, just like how there are many subsects of dogs. Do you need me to go through the history and the different breeds and subsects of the dog?
Why do you keep saying sex? Why do dogs like sex?
Apparently,
Is this a sex thing?
Apparently it is, little Paul. Apparently it is.
Okay, well,
The sex. Oh my God, you damn ferret!
You
And
ain't-
Baxter, like, just legit, Baxter is done with the rage baiting and walks away.
Okay, bye, hound dog.
This was a weird conversation.
You know, Baxter, you ain't nothing but a hound dog crying all the time.
Right?
He's never caught a rabbit.
Baxter proceeds to jump off of the mound.
Yeah, by the way,
Into the
I'm
pit.
correcting myself here. It is 6 years until Baba Yaga is due back.
Okay.
Surely nothing you have to worry about at all.
It is 6 minutes until Baba Yaga is back. Oh dear.
Oh no.
No.
It's 4707. I'm sorry, I thought it was 4709 for some reason. No, 4707. It is 9 years. Right?
Okay, yeah.
No,
We got
2013. No, I was right the first time. 6 years. You have 6 years.
Okay, we got plenty of time to deal with this before Baba Yaga comes back and says, I'm gonna take over where my daughter left off.
I don't know.
Every 100
my
years.
calendar keeps changing the years. It might be tomorrow at this rate.
Every 100 years, Baba Yaga shows up. Horrible, horrible, horrible things happen. Winter comes early, and then there's a new witch queen for the next century. Who is another daughter of Baba Yaga.
With the way this whole party is going, I'm just surprised if like the Baba Yaga is going to turn up and then like she's going to adopt Little Paw or something.
I would love to run the adventure path that takes place when Baba Yaga comes back. Or rather, when Baba Yaga's due to come back. But it is very detached from this one. So. Anyways. So yes, you know about Irazin, you know about Baba Yaga. They are very far away from where you are right now. To the people of Andoran, they are not really an immediate threat. They're something you tell, scary stories about. Or tavern tales or something like that. To Ustalav, which is a little bit further north, they're more of a threat. And to the nations that border it, they're a very serious threat. So, You are just outside of earshot and the Dark Eyes Brownies being able to see you.
Do they know we can see them?
Currently, the Dark Eyes Brownies are unaware of your presence. You are far enough outside of the carnival.
Well, they're still just
That
carnies,
was-
as far as they think we know them, right?
I mean that could be your assumption. If they don't know that you're beating the magic, then you would just see them as carnies.
Kara's just gonna be waving her tickets around in front of her. Slowly
Okay,
walk
so
in.
Kara's just walking on through. Kara, give me a deception check. You are at some advantages here because,
Right, do I
as
get
you
the
say,
nymph
they are
thing back?
not on deception. No.
Okay. Showed up as an option there.
Oh, you are at some pretty serious advantages though, because as you say, they are not expecting you. So it'd normally be that. So, Kara, I want you to role play for me, starting to stroll through the ticket booth and doing just the worst job ever of acting casual.
Oh, hi there, totally normal carnies. I got a lot of tickets here. I'm just thinking about giving them away to a bunch of people here. You know, just normal things. Yep.
Would they not be normal?
Well, you know, sometimes there's funny business going around in carnivals. You know, just normal things. Ooh, what if the ale tent still has more beer? Beer.
Baxter is actively cringing and walks up to Kara and simply like puts his hand around her shoulder and is like, "Sorry about my friend. She is quite drunk.
Ah,
I will be taking her out on before she causes too much of a disturbance. Forgive me."
Can I just ask?
wait. We have a special gift for being our 1000th attendee today.
Oh,
Come closer.
Baxter will set Kara aside and whisper, "Don't move," and then walk up to them.
No. The cat one.
The
what cat? I'm a dragon.
The dragon cat one.
Baxter would walk up and hold Kara over the shoulder and kind of like guide them as if they were drunk to the person, hoping Kara plays along.
Can I just ask real quick? How tall is Baxter?
Baxter's
How-
actually medium sized.
He's me. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying.
but how tall?
One sec. I need to figure out the exact Dutch hounds.
Baxter Carr is 6'4".
All right, Irish or no, not Dutch hound, Irish wolfhound, which is 35 inches to feet.
That's what those things look like.
You're 3 foot, basically.
3 foot on its legs, so that's with it sitting on like hind form. So I'm assuming roughly around like 5'3", 5'4", since he walks on his back legs.
So you're a foot shorter. You've got long arms if you around the shoulder.
Kara's hunched down.
I
He
don't think that's
hunches
up to
Kara
you to
down.
decide. While this is
Short-
going on, while they're messing about, Hen is going to draw her blades and say, "Ice to meet you," and attack.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
Thank you for that. Okay.
Were you just planning on sneak attacking him?
I mean, technically yes, but I don't have that, so
No, I was
Dude, the
asking Serpent.
dinosaurs.
I was asking
The Ice
Serpent
Age.
if Serpent planned to just bring him close and then attack us and then
I was-
suppress him.
I was gonna do something else, but now we're going to be attacking, which is fine, which is better. Hang on 1 second.
Combat is always preferable.
Yeah. Let's see, Karo is up there. Anybody else? No, I think that's everybody. Combat is always preferable. You murder hobo.
I think you'll find I have a house.
Very specifically, you've
Yeah,
you started fixing it up nice.
Ooh. Unpopular opinion, he's kind of attractive.
The Dark Eyes Brownie?
The picture you just sent, or you just showed.
Of the Dark Eyes Brownie.
Yes.
Nobody said that was an unpopular opinion, my friend.
That's fine. That's fine. I have tons of monster lovers on my on my Facebook page. Apparently, I have them here at the table too.
Not my kind of fae, but it'll do.
Yeah.
If it's Faye, it's Faye.
He's a little handsy.
All right. Hen, roll me a deception check to see if you manage to just kind of walk up to him and get a stab in before they can react.
I mean, they're busy focusing on the dragon cat.
Yep, and you will have bonuses because of that.
Critical, critical, critical.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
shit, it worked!
So I wasted it.
No, you did not waste it. So, yeah. They're completely flat-footed. They're entirely not expecting you to do anything. They had no idea that you were even moving there. Yeah, pick a target for an immediate crit.
That one.
That one. Okay. We'll move you.
Let's kick some ice.
Go ahead and move up to that one.
You should lose
And,
points for that.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and roll an attack so that it does the automatic stuff in the chat room, but no matter what you roll, you have just critted. Yeah, that will be critical damage there.
Like picturing out of the corner of Kara's eye. Just sees like Pen stroll up to her and just stab him underneath the chin.
And also, I'm going to give a pull on the rollable tables. Nope. Okay, I don't know where those are, so I'm just going to give you triple damage because I don't know how to manually pull a card from the critical hit table. So we're just going to give you triple for that, which takes it down to near death right there. And now we're going to roll initiative, which means there's every chance that you might get another attack in.
Oh no, it technically doesn't count, so I can't say that I used 2 of my actions to attack because
No.
I would have done the double slash, but
Yeah. I think an automatic triple damage critical to start things off before we're even in initiative is sufficient there.
Jeez, Hen, that was stone cold of you.
Carl, why are you still damaged?
You didn't heal yet,
We did after the last session.
did we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
apparently we did.
But that was your cue to talk about the sponsor.
Yes. Yes, that was my cue to talk about the sponsor. Sorry, I was busy putting everybody in the initiative order. We are being sponsored currently by WWE Champions, which is a lovely little Match 3 app. If you are a wrestling fan, you know that last weekend was WrestleMania, the biggest wrestling event of the year, WrestleMania 42. And because it's WrestleMania season, WWE Champions has a whole lot of stuff going on, a lot of events, a lot of limited time brand new superstars, a lot of special rewards, and a code that you can put in to get 5-star versions of Cody Rhodes, John Cena, and Roman Reigns, which I'll tell you that code in just a second. The game is a match 3 game, but it is a match 3 game where you are in a wrestling match with including mechanics like pins, submissions, lots of fun stuff. It is different than your normal match 3 game, but close enough that a match 3 addict like myself still really enjoys it. It is fun. You can build up your main event roster with superstars from the modern era and yesteryear. You can increase your leagues to fight more powerful superstars for bigger prizes. Strategy actually matters in this game. You can choose your wrestlers' signature moves that all do different kinds of things. So that is WWE Champions, and you can get at that by typing !WWE in the chat or scrolling down to where we have a WWE Champions box that you could go to, or at the ad that is on our screen right now. And when you play, you can put in the code Mania42. That is Mania42, and get 5-star versions of Cody Rhodes, John Cena, and Roman Reigns, just to give you some real powerhouses to start out with.
Now, I would like to say, if you ever want to help out any streamer, not just us, and you're clicking on a sponsorship, you cannot have a VPN going, ad block, or anything like that, bro.
That's true. You can't have a VPN, you can't have ad blockers if you want to actually help us out by downloading it, which we hope you do, because we are very grateful for anybody who plays in our promotional campaigns. Most phones don't have a VPN or ad blocker on
Not
them
true.
anyway, so
iPhone's now doing it
Most
by
phones?
default.
really, well, hopefully they figured out some way to go again to compensate for that. My goodness, iPhone actually did something to improve security?
Yeah.
What world are we living in? Anyways, back to the action. Elo and Hen and Kara are in there. We still need Baxter and Little Paw to join the initiative order.
I did, didn't
Oh
I?
shoot, you're right.
Uh-oh.
You have not yet, Little Paw.
I rolled for initiative.
Did you? You need to right-click on your character and hit the bottom right sword and shield icon.
Oh, why is there an extra sword and shield icon now?
The other sword and well, there's the cross sword icons, and then there's the sword and shield icon. Sword and shield icon is combat state. Cross sword icons is a battle HUD if you would prefer to play that way. That lets you set up your actions and stuff in like a hotbar.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. I might want to play with that later.
Huh. I guess Kara
It's
for
pretty fun.
this week is now a superstar.
I will be 10 paces to draw my weapon as a
Oh,
before combat starts.
Oh. Ouch, both of you.
yeah.
Can we just find the fact funny that I have rolled 3 nat ones in this session?
So let's see.
I mean, isn't that on par for Baxter Bones?
What, to have really good dice out of combat and then the worst possible rolls in combat?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one of the things that you will notice since you are no longer enchanted. Is there's faces pinned on the ticket booths.
Yes.
Are
You
they
know.
real faces?
Yeah, real faces that have been flayed off of people.
Okay.
I like what you've done with the place.
Anyone would
Perhaps I
recognize?
should deface it.
There's a jar in one of the ticket booths that you're pretty sure had lollipops in it an hour ago, but now seems to have eyeballs on sticks. But anyway, Hen walks up and, as far as any of the townspeople can see, just stabs a carnival worker. However, nobody in the crowd reacts adversely. They just see that the something's happening at the booth, and they move to another one. And
I
we will
didn't stab
begin with
anyone at
Elowen.
all.
Everybody is enchanted to think that they are having a great time at the carnival.
We are
Meanwhile,
having a
I
great
am
time
having a
at the
great time at the
carnival.
carnival.
Do something about this violent streak of yours.
Where am I? Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry. She's going to face bolt them.
All right. Which one are you phase bolting? Oh, that one. I see where you've targeted them.
Yeah. Okay. I was seeing how far away it was.
Yeah. As you draw upon the powers of Pharasma to fight these Fae, who are A, soulless naturally, and B, apparently are aligned with somebody who's been trapping and destroying souls. So yeah, Pharasma's really happy that you're attacking this person.
Yeah.
And gives you a critical.
Oh, very nice.
You just roll up to the ticket booth and just start laying waste the place between you and him. And just stabs one, the deep gut wound, and then you just slam another one with a phase bolt. All right. That's I should have done that. That takes a good chunk out of him.
I attacked him without talking to him. I guess you could say I gave him the cold shoulder.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay.
beatnik snaps for that one.
No.
But it is now time for the Dark Ice Brownies. What are you doing?
I'm just enjoying the carnival.
Let's see. He will point at you, Hen, and say,
You're very confused. You're attacking carnival workers.
And he will cast Baffling Bluff on you. That is a will save. That is now in the chat box that you can roll, Hen. The Nymph Queen's Inspiration is already added to that. That is by 1. Oh, that's awful. You are confused for 1 round as his words just kind of get in your head, and you start thinking that maybe you are, well, you're not disoriented. You're stabbing a bunch of Dark Ice Fae, but everything's so confusing right now. You are off guard, and you don't treat anyone as your ally, though they might still treat you as theirs. And you cannot delay, ready, or use reactions. You will use all your actions on your next turn to strike or cast offensive cantrips, unless I deem that another action is more appropriate, like drawing a weapon to facilitate an attack, or moving up to a target, or things like that. Your targets are determined randomly. So we're going to have some fun with that. Each time you take damage, you can attempt a DC 11 flat check to recover from the confused condition, and it will naturally go away in 1 round.
That's okay.
You're just kind of fine attacking whoever.
I mean, honestly, the only people currently within my range are people that kind of deserve to be hit.
Or
He's
Baxter.
gonna move over to there. The guy that you attacked really should leave you alone since you're confused right now, but you just stabbed him. He is not a big fan of that. So he's going to try to stab you back while you're off guard. As he draws his short sword.
What's the medium, pencil or charcoal?
Here we go.
That was a noise.
And misses completely. That was the noise of a very frustrated fairy.
Actually, brownies are not fairies. Fairies are a different type of fairy.
Actually, there's an overarching group of fairies, and brownies are part of that.
Actually, I don't think Pathfinder uses fairy at all.
Exactly. Actually, fairies aren't real.
Careful. Gonna piss off all the new age people. One thing you do notice as it gets to be the Dark Eyes Brownie's turn is his wounds start to knit together. He's still mostly damaged because you hit him really, really hard. He can't just bounce back from that. But his wounds are slowly healing, sealing up with ice. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to try to hit you with Frigid Touch. Oh, no, you were missed, so that one doesn't count. Gonna do this. This is just for the unarmed strike. That sounds like... Oh, no, that is a hit. All right. So he doesn't strike to injure you, Hen. He puts his hand on you, and you begin to feel horrible, chilling cold all through you. And you are clumsy 1 as your body starts to freeze. Clumsy 1 means that you're taking a 1-point penalty to all dexterity-based rolls and DCs, including AC, reflex saves, range attack rolls, and skill checks using acrobatics, stealth, and thievery. All right.
Okay.
And now the other two. Seeing what's going on there, he's going to move forward to Kara. And just try to stab Kara. Wait, that attack should have been -5. I forgot to add the multi-attack penalty. But it would still hit because you are off guard. However, you were hit, so go ahead and give me just a flat d20 roll, Hen.
Sorry, it took a second there. Clicked the wrong thing. Oh, okay.
11 of those 20s for things that aren't attack rolls today. But that is sufficient. You are the sudden pain of the freezing knocks you out of your confused state. You're still clumsy 1, but you are no longer confused. Kara, he's going to try to do the same thing that the other one just did to Hen. He's going to start by trying to claw you.
Looks like this just came to a chilling conclusion.
Oh
my god.
He is going to successfully claw you.
I can tell you're really enjoying this. This is so much fun for you.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
which will do 8 points of damage. 2 points of that is cold damage
Brownies
as
need
the
to chill
icy
out.
claws. Oh, wait, no, that hurt the brownie. Why did that hurt the brownie? That wasn't supposed to hurt the brownie.
Hurt itself in confusion.
Apparently it did.
You know, they're here as carnival entertainers. I guess you could call that snow business.
I think it's gonna hurt.
You think I don't already know that?
That's going to be Kara. Oh, no, he should have 2 less because he only got hit for that. Just put that in there. Sorry, slight bookkeeping error. There we go. Now it's Kara who gets hit by that. There you go. And then the vile, icy creature is going to try to use its frigid touch on you. Which is going to first be an attack at a -5, because this is the second attack. And that will miss, critically miss. So not only does he not manage to hit you with that attack, but that will use his ability to use that. This guy says,
No, you fool! It's like this!
and is going to move not quite into flank, but getting there. And is going to swing with a claw at Kara. Those horrible claws like icicles. Missing critically.
I mean like this!
And they're going to try to use their frigid touch. That is an actual natural 1 critical miss. Which means not only do you not get frozen, Kara, as you nimbly dodge the attacks of the Dark Ice Brownies.
Ooh, I almost timed that
But-
perfectly.
You manage to, you know that thing where they're sending a palm strike towards you and you hit their wrist, deflecting it to the side?
Mhm.
You hit the wrist hard enough to tear the muscle. And they are enfeebled
you really
1,
should put
which
some
is
ice
like
on that. It's
clumsy.
gonna swell.
Enfeebled 1 is like clumsy, but for strength-based things instead of dexterity-based things.
Look, can we just
includes
chill out
break-
with all these puns, please?
Baxter Bones! You were in the middle of trying to fast talk your way out of things when suddenly stabbings happened. And now you're right in the middle of everything. Baxter, you there?
Sorry about I had to talk to my brother about something real quick.
Okay.
Alright. Baxter is going to, because I can't shoot the guy I was originally going to shoot because he ran in front of me. Baxter's going to shoot the Dark Ice Brownie over here by Henrietta.
Okay. Yeah, I think you got a shot that isn't blocked by Henrietta, so yeah.
I mean, like, the arrow is, like, from where I am, it doesn't even go through Henrietta's square, so.
Yeah.
Boom.
That is a hit as you
All right.
fire your gun. Go ahead and roll your damage. All right.
Is it dead?
So just as that horrible gut wound is starting to heal, suddenly a bullet slams into his shoulder, right above the pectoral muscle, shattering the ice and going deep. And he is barely clinging to life now. You could hear with each gasping breath that kind of horrible sucking sound.
Then Baxter will reload and fire again, this time hoping to finish him off so Henrietta can kill more things without having to waste their energy on something as weak as this thing.
And you do. You fire, his shoulder slams back. You will never. The witch create. And then you hit him just right between the eyes. Or no,
Just
you hit him. You
Right
hit him
between the ice.
You hit him in the other shoulder because Hen causing such massive blood loss did the most damage to him.
All right.
But hitting the other shoulder is just too much. He slumps against the ticket booth and falls.
Baxter would look at him and say, "If you were gonna dodge my shots, you should have stayed frosty." And then that's my turn because I've done my 3 actions.
I love this table. Little Paw.
Bang. Bang.
Who are you banging? Or who are you shooting?
Wow. Okay. Well, now I know that that's an option, you know, so.
I mean, you're about the right height for these things.
Yeah. That will barely miss.
And I will reload.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Bullets are flying. Lots of banging gunpowder sounds are happening. Hen, you were briefly confused, but you have now snapped out of it. Your limbs are sluggish as you can feel your flesh partially crystallizing. Oh, wait, no, he died. The moment that brownie slumps against the ticket booth and dies, you feel the ice inside you melt. It's still unpleasantly cold, but it's no longer mechanically holding you back. So, Hen, it is up to you.
This guy next to me, is he dead yet?
He is super dead.
Okay.
Just gonna put dead on him.
Hard to see what effect they have because they're so small.
Uh, 19 and 27.
All right, those are both going to hit. That second one's going to be a critical hit.
Oh, do you have the other one still targeted?
You know what I mean. They're technically the same guy. This one just has health.
Yeah, that's going to be quite a different thing then, isn't it? However, that will still hit. The other one will also still hit, but not be a critical. So that's 2 regular hits. Which one are you attacking? The guy right next to you right now?
Yeah. Do I have to redo the damage then? Because one of them suddenly wasn't a critical now?
Yes, you should.
I think that's much better.
I like how my non-critical almost got as much as my critical roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you take out your twin dog slicers and just go to town, chips of ice and flesh and blood going everywhere. That's 3 actions for you. Kara, it's your turn.
Kara's gonna
Making a
look
snow
at
cone from the shaved ice.
Kara's gonna look at the one to the left of her. Ah, so you guys are called brownies. I wonder how you taste. I'm gonna try to demoralize it as she grins toothfully at it. No, it pops up for everyone.
Which one are you targeting? The one above you or the one to the side?
One to my left.
One to your left, okay.
Why'd I roll 2 dice?
I don't know, but it only came out with one of them. And that one is sufficient. He is demoralized. He swallows very, very hard. And he says,
I did not realize you ate us.
I do now.
Yeah.
You attacked me. That put you on the menu.
he is frightened.
Alright. Could help our ranged people down there.
Which
Kara's going to
frightened will
then,
give him a -1 penalty to all checks and DCs.
Kara's gonna attack the one in front of her.
The one above you or the one to the left of you?
Above.
Above, okay.
Dragon Stance and then Fury of Blow.
Skara drops into the dragon stance, ready to unleash the martial arts fury of the dragon, and oh, whoa, does that ever get unleashed? What the frack was that?
What a stance!
What has
What the
version
fuck?
14?
What?
What has version 14 of Foundry done to me?
Why did I see Thomas the
What
Train?
the fuck was that?
So I learned in my other Pathfinder game, this random dice animation is apparently Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, did you have it set that way? Okay. That makes me feel better. I thought that version 14 had somehow screwed up my settings for the dice. Okay, the fact that it was you is fine.
That was so funny, though.
If you want Thomas to enact your criticals, that's fine by me.
I will be doing. Which dice set is that?
So if you go into game settings and you go dice so nice, 3D dice settings, and then special effects, it is the one called Animation Dormon TTE.
Okay, go ahead and roll your critical damage because you did do a critical. In addition, you strike the brownie right in the diaphragm, winding them. As they gasp and struggle for breath, they become fatigued, which is a -1 status penalty to AC and saving throws. And also, they can't perform exploration activities, but that doesn't matter. What's most important, though, is that fatigue doesn't go away until you rest.
Hmm.
Which means that's going to be with him for the
Is it still
entire
alive?
combat. Well, we're about to see. It is barely alive.
Second
clinging
hit,
to
then.
life. Yes, that was the first strike of your flurry. Almost a crit again. Oh, you're all on fire today.
That still says critical hit.
Yes, it is. It's just not a natural 20 critical hit. But you still do critical damage. You just don't get to pull from the critical hit table or the critical hit card deck. Oh, max damage too. Yeah, this guy's just gonna. That takes him out by such a ridiculous amount, and yet, and right, your strikes are lethal now, aren't they?
They are indeed.
That beats his existing HP by quite a lot. So go ahead and describe a really awesome way that you end this poor fool's life.
So Kara, wanting to go through it for a threat and intimidation, starts by swinging her tail around for the first hit to just knock the air out of them, and then chomps down on their neck.
You
tearing out their throat.
Wow. All right, calm down there, Rick.
Sure, I like the new death logo they have over that. That's kind of hard to see sometimes.
Oh, the tiny little X?
Yeah, the tiny little X. I may have to see if I can change that before next session.
Yeah, now you know why I still had that other thing targeted, because I wasn't sure.
Yes. And that is still just your first action, isn't it, Kara? Well, second, because you win the Dragon
Intimidation,
Stance.
Dragon Stance, Fury of Blows. That's all three.
Okay, so that's 3. As you just utterly destroy that poor little ice brownie, who only wanted to frolic and play and murder every single mortal.
Oh yeah, just a little murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't want that. I'm gonna face bolt again. The one I have targeted is still alive, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay, perfect.
In fact, he's better than ever because he healed slightly from your attack.
Well.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh no.
So, they are inherently magical creatures. And
Indeed.
This one has had more magic done to them to turn them into this dark ice version of themselves. And your spell hits him dead on. But rather than damaging them, it splashes all around them, and then suddenly there's nothing there.
Oh.
As he vanishes.
Uh-oh.
That's 2. I believe you have one more action.
Yes,
Which you
I'm
can
gonna
use
have
to command Verona if you wish.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Verona move up.
Okay.
She can go. Let me see. 20 feet. She's gonna go towards this guy.
That one's dead.
Oh, never mind. I lied. Hold on. Then she'll go towards this guy, who is alive. And does she still have an attack?
Yes, she has 2
Okay.
actions that she can play with. However, you will notice that his circle is blacked out. That is because he is currently invisible. She knows the square he's in, and she can target that square, but it's going to be a flat check to see whether or not it hits.
Okay.
First she has to actually hit, and then I roll a d20, and she's got a 50-50 chance of hitting or missing.
Okay.
That will be a hit if
If
this would be a public roll, right? That is unfortunately going to miss,
shucks.
as she simply does not know where precisely the brownie is, and it's a tiny creature. Well, it's a small creature, but it is easy to miss.
Yeah.
This guy right here, his wounds start to knit back a little bit. And he will move down 5 feet in order to get into flank with Kara. Hen, I believe that gives you a reaction that you can play with if you want to use it.
It does. Unfortunately,
That
I'm not
will
sure if
hit.
it's 17. Oh, okay.
Because you are also now flanking it, thanks to Kara.
Haha. Haha.
Haha, indeed. You
Haha,
manage
I
to get
say.
a nice slash across its back as it moves away. It kind of stumbles a little bit, but then it picks itself up, glares at Kara, and tries to just press its hand against Kara's back.
I don't think a back massage is going to save you.
Well, that one's definitely not going to save them. Then they'll go with just a claw attack. No, they'll use their short sword to attack. That one will actually hit. You can't be frozen, but you can be hit. That is 3 points of damage. As the small size short sword just kind of stabs into your lower back region.
Who taught you how to do acupuncture?
Right. This one is also going to attack Kara, which will render them visible, but only after their attack. They can no longer frigid touch. They've already tried to do that. So they are going to attack with their claws. Just frenzied swinging at Kara. Oh, that's gonna hit. That's a good solid hit. And that is going to hit you in a particularly vulnerable spot, Kara, and do triple damage to you. So we're just going to roll regular damage for that. And then we will triple it.
18. Quick math.
Oh, watch the tail.
That one actually hurt pretty badly. You're down below half health now. They're going to follow it up with another strike. That one is going to miss. It's almost back up at full HP. It's going to be daring. It's feeling bold, but it is going to critically miss that time. But still, it did get that one solid hit in, Kara. And you feel the ice of its claws. Baxter.
This
Baxter
guy's
Bones.
the guy in front of me is blinded, right? That's why he has like a black circle around him, right?
No. In fact, that should no longer be the case because he's not invisible anymore.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not demoralized anymore?
No, demoralizing automatically goes away. Frightened, unless it's a special ability that keeps frightened there forever, frightened ticks down by 1 every round.
All right, then first action would be they can hit me if I move, right? Because I can't really do much in melee range.
So probably not. Trained fighters like Hen have a reaction they can use if you move away. But most enemies do not have that. Pathfinder 2nd Edition made a conscious decision to make their battles more mobile. So basically you're chancing that they are not trained fighters like Hen is.
Yeah, then Baxter will move away.
And they do not have a reaction.
And then not that one. Shoot the one that's weakened as he reloads and fires.
Okay.
And those will be my 3 actions.
The one that's not in cover from you behind Kara.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reload for action number 2. And fire.
The crack of gunfire fills the air, but the bullet goes wide.
And that is my turn.
Yeah. Little Paw.
Pew.
Little Paw says pew.
I gotta shoot him.
That is going to be a hit, just barely, but it still counts. Go ahead and roll that damage as your bullets slam home. For 1 point of damage.
That
And that will critically miss. All right. Hen. You are currently in flank with that guy in front of you who has stubbornly refused to die so far. That'll hit him, though. Why did that not? Dirk Eyes Brownie, age 18. That should have been a critical because that should have been in flank. I'm not sure why it's not counting Kara as flanking with you.
Okay, so the 29's are critical.
The 27 and the 29 are criticals.
Oh, okay.
Because you are in flank. Because those should really be
I think it's because of the
29
size of
and
their
31.
icon. They're taking up 1/4 of the normal space.
Quite possibly because they're tiny.
Okay, 10 and 16? 15, 16?
Nice. 10 takes it down to 2 hit points. And describe how you just take it out with your second shot. Because you take it out by a lot.
I treat it like a tree and split.
I hate everything about what you just said. I want you to know that.
Save the clock tower.
Save the clock tower. All right. Do you have other actions, Hen? That was 2 of them, I believe.
I'm going to walk over here.
All
and
right.
technically be flanking with Verona,
And
but
you are now
I can't
flanking with
attack.
Verona. Yeah. Kara.
You brought this on yourself, you know that, right? Who's going to Fury of
You
Blows?
cannot stop us, mortal. You will all die.
Maybe, but you'll be dead first.
Oh. There we go, Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas.
That's never not going to crack
Sting.
me up.
Why? Why? That is going to be that's slashing damage.
Oh my god. Every roll for me
wow.
tonight has been a critical.
Okay, so first of all, you managed to fall into a defensive stance, which means you're going to get a +2 circumstance bonus to AC until the end of your next turn. And second of all, he's down to 3 hit points after being full.
I still have
Elwyn, you may
attacks.
do what... Oh, you do, don't you? Oh, friggin'
My
monks,
condition
man.
has left me cold to your pleas for mercy.
Oh no.
A miss. That's just like desperation. He barely manages to get the pommel of his short sword up to block your attack.
You know, I think you should warm up a little bit. Or not. There we go.
Not this time, though. He happens to stumble at just the right time. Your fire smacks into the snow, melting a small section of it.
I shouldn't have said every roll's been a crit so far.
Yeah.
You set yourself up.
I did.
Yeah. Elwyn, you may, of course, do whatever you want on your turn. I am going to point out that Verona is in flank right now with Hen.
Yes. What? Is that a bad thing?
No, it means that any attack that Verona makes will get a +2.
Oh, okay.
Against that particular enemy that is between you and Hen.
Okay. Well, first I'm gonna bring Kara back to life. I'm gonna use is it battle mid? What is it called?
Combat.
Yes, thank you.
Combat healing. You have to actually be up to Kara to do that.
Oh, yeah, she can move though. Here. I think. There we go.
Okay. You do your battle healing. This is the only battle healing that Kara can get today. You do succeed. Roll 2d8.
That's fun.
Right. That is 10 hit points back for Kara. Kara is still down, but by a lot less than she was before. That is one action to move, one action to treat wounds. You have one action left.
I think like the way that movements and actions work out, I think the only other thing I can do is have Verona attack. So she's gonna do.
If you want Verona to have attacks, then you need to spend your third action.
So she's gonna attack with her long sword. Obviously, she's gonna attack the one right there.
See, it gives you the flank thing. I don't know why I didn't give Hen that one that time. Anyways, that is a hit by Verona.
That's weird. Not for much, but
Not for much, but he only had 3 hit points left, which means
that works.
he drops.
Verona got the flank because her corner to my corner.
Yeah, I was going to say because of that instead of me, because I'm technically a bit far away because I couldn't get any closer.
Technically, it fills up this entire square.
Yeah.
There, I should really have them in the center. But yes, you have defeated all 4 of the dark ice brownies.
Look at us go.
Advance that. After
No,
traveling
they don't
back.
really taste like brownies.
What do they taste like?
Like raw, spoiled meat.
Why are you eating them?
Why are they edible?
I had to make do with my
Wait.
threat, didn't I?
Really,
come back to
everything
your-
is edible.
They taste like meat that has been in the freezer too long and has horrible freezer burn.
Are we
Like they are
in,
pretty coated in solid ice.
are we out of combat?
We are out of combat.
Okay, so yeah, then Little Pod jumps down and follows Kara, and he's gonna eat some.
Again, they are covered in ice. It is not easy to eat them. Also, why are you trying cannibalism in my game?
It's not cannibalism. We're not Fae.
Yeah.
Yet. Sentient?
You're not
okay,
Fae.
I'm sorry. If I can play my own devil's advocate for a moment, it's okay. They don't have souls.
Yeah, they're barely even sentient.
They're
Serpent,
they're definitely sentient. Just creatures of the first world don't have souls.
Serpent, you are
Yes.
embracing your you're embracing a certain someone's ideals. The same question is said about
I hate it here sometimes.
I only did it because I followed through with my threats. You don't have to. Oh, you're just going to go to town, aren't you?
To be perfectly fair,
Oh no.
ferrets are carnivores and will absolutely try to eat any meat that is near them, including man flesh. I know that there are currently 2 ferrets at right here where I am staying.
And they have eaten you.
And if I go out in sandals, they will try to devour my toes.
At least use some spices here.
They
Have
make
some
such
pepper.
good pets that people forget that they are like true carnivores. They are not omnivores. They eat meat.
Well, chances they have any of our coin we gave for tickets?
I mean, incidentally, there is now no one at this ticket booth. We can take all of their tickets.
I guess, but having tickets is kind of pointless. We're gonna have our coin back.
We could probably also take our coin back.
I'm not saying nothing.
Hmm?
I'm just waiting to see what you all do.
Gar begins looking for her coins that she spent.
Roll me a seek check, a perception check.
Little Paw is glad that she doesn't have any tickets because she's wondering if the tickets are gonna do something to your soul.
Well, the tickets that you all currently have on you are tickets. They're the same tickets that you got. However, Kara, when you look in there, you see instead of tickets what appear to be strips of flesh.
Huh, and there's nothing but jerky in this cash register. Why do you think they have jerky in here?
I don't know, free travel rations.
Okay.
Sorry, Serpent.
To be like, you haven't told us what flesh they are, so just that they are flesh.
You want to do a nature check to see what kind of flesh it is?
Sure, why not? I probably won't know. What is my nature?
Oh,
Apparently,
wow.
I know.
Well, as a goblin, you of course know what thinly shaved man flesh looks like. This
We
is
can't
in
eat this
fact,
one. It's human.
yeah, this is in fact human flesh. It looks like thin strips have been like sliced off with a razor going a little too deep.
Does any of this bacon have tattoos?
Oh my god.
Roll me a seek check. Roll me perception.
What goblins a human?
I mean,
Ones we kill ourselves.
depends on how civilized the goblin is, honestly. 18. You do find one, like these are ticket-sized strips of flesh, so there's not room for a lot of stuff. But you do find what looks like the edge of an anchor on one.
Yeah, this is definitely human. Probably people from the town.
Hopefully, no one we know.
I don't know. Do you know anyone that had an anchor?
Everybody can roll society for me.
All right, society check. Mm, mm, mm.
Wait, that gets a +4, doesn't it? Because I'm not trained in it. And +4 status bonus to untrained skill check. 22.
Oh, wow.
Nyx recognizes it. All right, Nyx, I
Who
got
am
a
I
call.
missing from that?
How dare you? Not allowed.
Elowen, do you want to do a society check as well?
Sure. I just don't want to know if it's meat. Roman. Here we go.
Okay. Kara, you vaguely remember someone who worked at the mill basically corralling logs that are floated down the river into the pens. His name was
Dinner.
Blank.
Brody or Binky or something like that. You can't quite remember, but you vaguely remember that he had an anchor tattoo.
Gary.
Oh no, Hen, this was Dinky.
That's a
You have
shame.
never heard of anyone named Dinky.
No, I have. That's specifically the name of one of the kobolds that we kept alive.
It is?
Oh, right. You're right. It is.
Nix
Dinky and
agrees.
Dinky.
Is she just coming through the
Why do
mic
I always-
nonstop?
Why do I always default to random syllable plus KIE in my names that I come up with on the spot? Why do I do that?
I don't know, but I guess we're lucky
Anyways.
one's not named Kinky yet. Oh. Well, at least the other tickets we have aren't the same, right? Right?
The tickets that you have on you are still tickets. They did, in fact, nothing that you got from the carnival changed when you got the disenchantment. Bringing you back to the map now.
I really hope
So
the
when we
elves-
were here, it was just the actual tickets. We weren't enchanted.
Yes. At least the tickets were. At some point, they were switched out.
Wait, Hen, you don't think because we bought so many tickets they ran out and started carving people's flesh up, do you?
I mean, I couldn't say.
That's the last time we tried to do a good deed, townsfolk.
see if this works. Well, you're past the ticket booths, and you are once again in the carnival.
We should probably head to where the food is. They might be having long pig there.
I'd rather we didn't go there.
We gotta make sure they're not killing people and eating them there.
Well, the
You
easiest
came
way
in
to
from the
do
west,
that is to.
so we'll say you're about at this entrance right here, if that helps you plan where you want to go.
Honestly, we should just go to where the largest amount of people are.
People are
Which-
starting to gather by the lake because the fireworks are about to start.
Yeah, the lake and the ice sculptures. I guess we could check the food tent on the way around the lake, but it's up to you guys.
Well, the ice sculptures were going to be the event soon, weren't they?
The ice sculptures sculpting contest was going to start after the fireworks.
Yeah, then.
Let's do it.
Okay. As you get to about here, you are going between the Museum of Modern Wonders and where the Titan's Wheel was, which is about here. It is very obvious that the Titan's Wheel is now just... It's still there, but it is now stripped down to its bare metallic structure. There's no more
What sort of metal
papier-mâché
is a bear
Titan
made
around
of?
it. Um,
Serpent Checker
and then on the other side with the Museum of Modern Wonders. Hen, do you remember the lumberjack that was acting as bouncer around there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nowhere to be seen. Go ahead and roll me perception checks.
All of us? Or...
Yeah, all of you, because you're all going past here. Okay. Baxter, Little
Yeah.
Paw, Kara, Han, everyone but Elwyn.
Yay.
You notice that there is no longer a lumberjack acting as a bouncer. There is now a towering mass of kind of horrifying sinew stalking around the outside.
We have
That.
such sights to show you.
We do indeed. And rather than driving people away, he will occasionally grab a villager standing in line and shove them under the tent. And then you hear a brief scream that is swiftly cut off. Meanwhile, on the other side, where you can see that the giant wheel that you're supposed to spin at the Titan's Wheel game now has bodies, one of which seems to be barely still alive, bound up to the wheel in their own intestines.
Oh, great.
So that each time it spins, they drag along the ground and are crushed. So that's what you see on either side of you as you make your way towards the frozen lake.
I don't love it.
Hey, Han, do you think I should drop into my dance stance? Do a little show for them?
Dance Stance Revolution. I mean, go for it if you want.
Hey there, big guy. What do you think of this dance?
Who are you saying this to?
Big guy we just walked past that just shoved
Oh,
someone under.
the one next to the Modern Wonders tent. Okay.
Going to drop into dragon stance and then do her fury of blows into her.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Give me 1 second. All right. Kara, that is where you need to be, right next to the tall, sinewy creature. Everybody else can move yourselves to however close you think you would be to Kara at the start of this. Kara, how are you attempting to get close enough to this twisted fey monstrosity?
Well, she's first asking if we would like to see her dance. A little performance she wants to put on.
Okay. In that case, he's going to answer saying,
You'd like what I have to show you more.
and he tries to grab you. So this is going to just start in a combat. Give me 1
So
second.
none of them remember her working with them for that wrestling match?
Well, what makes you think this is the same person?
Oh,
I was going to say, like, we have no proof that this is the same guy. Just that this
Vibing
guy is
stuff.
stood where the other guy was.
We are going to start out with the fight next session. How does that sound for everybody?
Sounds fine to
Sounds
me.
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to start with that. Yeah, so... Yeah, right now, any relation that this has to the carnival folk that you met is speculation. You have no proof on that matter. But there is going to be combat because he will try to grab you to throw you under the tent as you ask him about that and thus draw his attention. So we'll start out with initiative at the beginning of next session. I have been your game master, Serpent, and this has been Carnival of Tears. Playing at the table has been
Kara. Played Isaias.
If you're playing Little Paw.
Henrietta, played by Rex D.
Eloin, played by Celestia.
Baxter Bones, played by Shadow.
right. And I want to remind everybody that we are sponsored by WWE Champions, a match 3 game in which you get to be your favorite WWE superstars in a match. WrestleMania just happened this past weekend. There's a whole lot of great events and stuff going on because of WrestleMania. You can use the code MANIA42 in order to get 5-star versions of Cody Rhodes, John Cena, and Roman Reigns. You can find that at the ad that is on the screen right now, or the ad that is in our About page if you scroll down a little bit. And not only is it a fun match 3 game, but if you play it for a little while, that actually really helps us out here at the channel. So yeah, thanks everybody, and we will see you next week for more Pathfinder, and we will see you tomorrow and Thursday for stuff, and then Friday for whatever Zios is doing, Saturday for Voyager Across the Unknown, and Sunday for my playthrough of Knights of the Old Republic. Bye everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
The
Okay, I'll go collect.